Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I'm jumping on with a weekend energy reading. So it's Friday the 5th of April. So we're going through to the 7th. New moon energy. I've got quite a few decks of cards out here. I'm actually just going to pull some cards without looking. And we're going to have a look at the story when I've got all the cards. Okay. I think I know what we're going to be talking about. Hello, Jasper. Okay, Jasper's appeared. That was the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Now, what do I want to talk about? Ah, here comes the maintenance, guys. Always distractions. WWWF. The Worldwide Wrestling Federation, or I want to call it work, wait, worry, fear. Oh, the wrestling. Okay, with life. So, and the impact that that has on our lifestyle, on our weight, on our health, most definitely. And especially, I want to say, for the masculine energy. I was thinking about weight. And weight when it comes to ascension. And the largest I was, which was eight years ago, I was double my size. And it was unhappiness that done it. And then I become self-employed and I started studying personal development, and the weight just fell off me. So I think that if you're carrying a lot of weight, you have a whole lot of love that you're not giving to yourself or to others. Now, then I started thinking about, that one says synchronicity. Okay, so a sign. Yeah, I did. And I started to think about the Buddha. It's not exactly skinny, is he? Well, so let's just leave it like that. Let's just leave it like that. Touchy subject. Okay. I can see relationship. So that came out yesterday. And I can see go for it. And that came out yesterday as well. So they decided to flip over. I've got loads of cards here on the floor. I'll tell you what I see if I see it. And I saw ghost lands. Not sure I'm laying these out. Okay. So they're the two. Let's get them shuffled back in. Let's move these, the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Maybe I'll have a look at those. 6 cards. That's harmony. Love. Okay, that's the vessel. Love versus fear. It's 3 there. Got a chakra card. Let's get this done. Then we can have a look at what the story is. Unicorns. I've got the Greek mythology. Masculine energy, normally within these cards. And then we're ending on some romance angels. And we're done. I've got no tarot cards out. Pluton Underworld. Born Slippy. I've got to get that tune out of my head now. Right, we're done. Let's get these out of the way because I'm not sure what I'm doing with these cards or what I'm going to turn over first. So we're going to start with the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Wow. Okay, so I said that Ghostland. I'd said I'd seen that one. Underworld, Ghost People, Faceless Ghosts and the Haunted Girl. Faceless Ghosts and the Haunted Girl. Ghostlands. The Golden Palace, where the Buddha resides. I don't know, I'll just put that in. Archangel guidance. You've got gifts from God here. Sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honour yourself and your feelings. Oh, I said it was a sensitive topic, didn't I? Synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So this one I've left uncovered, which is Pluton, Underworld. It's a deep, dark weekend. The unicorns won't even allow me to pick the card up. It says finish what you started. You started something important and now it's time to complete it. Daily guidance. Wow, it come out again. Relationship, your primary relationship, your primarily. It's very primal. Okay, masculine energy. So your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. Self-love. And then being able to just admit that. Seriously, you saw me shuffle. Go for it. Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. Wow. Well, you really can't make this shit up. They were the two cards that came out yesterday. They flipped over to make sure that we saw them, and then I shuffled and they've come out again. So let's have a look at what the third, we seem to have a third option here, a third way. It says innocence. Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. It comes in with that wrestling, doesn't it? Give us any guilt, anger or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. So we got the chakra card. Wow, destiny. Okay, divine masculine, divine feminine, soulmates, sacred union this card is about. And it's about it being destined. It's when it's out of your hands. Okay. We will definitely read that one. Let's have a look at the romance angels here. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Past time, doesn't say past time. Past life relationship, you've known each other before. We need to read this one with the destiny. Flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. So we've been speaking about incorporating the divine feminine energy, which is very light-hearted, nurturing, and playful. It says true love, this is the romance of a lifetime. Okay, there we have the reading. Not much to do about work, was it? Okay. I was hoping we might be able to stay away from like soulmates today, but let's have a look at this weekend energy. I want to definitely read all the underworld cards. So Faceless Ghost and the Haunted Girl, Ghostlands, and Pluton, underworld. And then we'll have a look at the innocence of this connection. Because there's forgiving and learning here. Should I pick up these cards on the floor? Let's see what they want to say. Oh, we've got a 7th. Seven. Says to count your blessings. Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch. Sweet memories. Card number 11. 1. Count your blessings. Then we have 11. Sweet memories. A wonderful idea. The aha moment. Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch. A clockwork pumpkin. Release your power. The Dress of Alchemy. 33. 24. A clear solution. The Lantern Fairy. Storm Angel. Collision of belief styles, attitudes and energies. Beliefs, styles, attitudes and energies. So those two came out, was it yesterday? The Storm Angel and the Dress of Alchemy. Strange Valentine, Love is Strange. Okay, total opposites. Bit of a Snow White theme going on now. Need to follow over on Facebook, over at the page, at the Channel of Love 666. Love is very strange. It's an odd pair. Number 27. I will read that one. So that one's going to stay with Love is Strange. Then we've got Destiny. Gifts from God. Go for it. Innocence. And all those at the bottom there are definitely. Let's have a look at this reading then. You've got to finish what you've started. Sensitivity, synchronicities. I don't even know where to start with this. I might do it in the way that the books are laid out. Takes the pressure off me. Let's have a look and see what's going on with this energy then. 34. The wind's picked up. Okay. Faceless ghosts. Must get these words out today. Faceless ghosts and the haunted girl. About the faceless ghosts and the haunted girl. In this beautiful card, a lovely girl in the bare woods is being moved in on by two masked ghosts. They do not reveal their identity, but she can feel their presence strongly. She remains calm as she knows who they are. They are Nupira Boo, the faceless ones, who have no features and who take on the form of others around them. They wear a variety of masks and they regularly take up a new cause or identity without being aware of their own need to grow and learn themselves. I felt then an energy of copying. Okay, yeah. They wear a variety of masks and they regularly take up a new cause or identity without being aware of their own need to grow and learn themselves. That's like practicing what you preach, isn't it? Okay. Because of this, they seek out energy from others who are bright, strong and real. Now they are seeking hers, and it is likely they are seeking yours. But I'm going to put that down for a minute. Do not go into fear. They are sending her messages, but she knows that they are not what they seem and that there are many like them in the world. So when it comes to about work, I feel like that's when people take your ideas and run with them with kind of like, and I said practice what you preach. Okay, I don't know where I'm going with that, but it's kind of like someone taking ideas for their own progression. But there's something very, I'm not sure, underworld about that, slippy. There's some slippery stuff going on maybe. Okay, let's we'll delve deeper. So the haunted girl speaks. These faceless ones are coming to me, trying to take advantage of what they see as my moment of weakness. But I do not fear them, as I know they are blank, formless, and simply taking on any energy they can find. I know who I am, and I clearly see that they do not. They are simply spirits who have lost their way, and so they feed off others. I may not be at my strongest at this time, but I am stronger than they ever will be. They will not feed off me, for I know who they are and what it is they seek. I do not wish them harm, but neither will I give my energy away to them. I will also warn you to do the same. Okay, so that's really quite interesting, isn't it? Just be careful about people around you who are energy vampires, basically. Divination message. You may seem in need of help to people who actually have an agenda at the moment. People around you are acting like experts and supporting each other in a group mindset and wanting you to join them for your own good, despite your misgivings. They either do not have fully formed identities or they are too easily taken on the beliefs and ideas of a powerful other. You may be asked to join with others in their beliefs and be alarmed at a mindset and belief system that seems very blank and faceless, devoid of human joy and warmth. It is wise for you to keep your own counsel, remain detached and wait for the faceless ones to reveal themselves. They will change when an even more powerful person for them to attach to comes along. Until that, it doesn't say until that, it says know that until they find their own selves and commit to following that path, they will be as blank pages written upon by whatever hand comes near them. Do not be like this. Make your own mark on this world. There could be imitation taking place, where your work and ideas and even your personality are being copied too closely. Okay, well, nobody will get far by doing that because we are all unique. It's not possible because you don't have the full picture. You see what you see, but you're not within. So you don't have the ideas. You can only take an idea like that so far on your own if it's not yours. So it's really strange actually, because I was actually considering this last night. I don't know what I was considering. I've gone blank now. So I've gone into a blank page. It's quite important because it was touching on this. Hey, Jasper. That's what it was about, Jasper getting underneath his skin. And about our connection. How is that coming into here? Okay, so it was to do with the fact I've had him about 10 years. And we've had to really learn how to gel, because I've paid hundreds on him because he just won't stop itching and flicking, and he has no fleas, and the test all came back negative. There's nothing wrong with him. And so they were trying all different routes and really just stressing him out more. So I just decided to leave him be. It was like no more tablets, no more steroids, no more combs around the head, petrifying him. So I've learned just to leave him be. But I don't know where that's gone from. Why am I talking about Jasper? I don't know, because we're talking about people. Oh, yes, I do. How I aggravate people. Sorry. How the faceless people can be watching you. Okay, because they actually do want to know what you've got to say, but they can't actually do that face to face. And that's where it came in with our closeness to myself, and well, he's my boy, so he always has been. And we have a very close connection. But sometimes if I approach him, he might snap at me. It's like, I don't know, he's got a bit of an issue with love. I have to wait for him to come to me. And that was kind of like how I was feeling with my relationships. And when you go through a transition and people start to fall away, and I suppose this is where I'm going with the faceless ghosts, okay? So people start to fall away, and it's not so much that they don't love you, it's just like, and then I started thinking about the heartstrings, pulling on heartstrings, and that's definitely what this channel is about. It's called the Channel of Love. This is about evolving. This is about embracing love, or, you know, allowing it to emit from you. So let's carry on with the reading, because that was just some stuff that was going through in my mind. Oh, I finished that one, didn't I? Okay. I think I must have touched on loads now. Ghostlands. I'm intrigued now. Jasper, how did you become the star of my show? I'm going to get you a seat next to me. It's not paying any attention. So, you can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing, for rarely do the present and the future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps towards a goal or dream. These steps are important now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. Golden Palace. there is always enough. The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from what you are, how authentically you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Comes in great with that Buddha, doesn't it? Just if you've got excess weight, you need to share some love to yourself. Be authentic, be proud of who you are, and be willing to share. So, granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards, but things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches now. Share the wealth. Wow. We're going to have a look at the Innocence card now. How long is this reading going to be? It's a bit all over the place. It's a wrestling match, isn't it? Okay, that's cool. Let's read the Innocence card. What deck is this? Oh, it's Daily Guidance from Your Angels. Oh, I can't even think of my alphabet. Okay, I. Innocence. Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. It's just like, be authentic. Okay, this card comes as reassurance that this situation and the people involved are guiltless. Even if you've been harbouring guilt, release it to the angels. Of all the emotions, guilt has the lowest vibrations, so it attracts negativity. If you're judging others' guilt, this card reminds you to see the godliness within them to heal the situation. You don't necessarily have to continue a relationship with anyone you distrust. However, it's necessary to purge toxic thoughts and emotions for your own well-being. The angels ask you to consider that any misunderstandings were an innocent mistake. So, additional meanings for this card. See the other's point of view, forgive yourself and release regrets. An argument you have may be based on a misunderstanding. Honour the inner child within yourself and others, look past surface illusions, and see the underlying spiritual truth of perfection and divine order. Okay. Let's have a look at Pluton, the underworld. Okay. After the overthrow of Cronus, his 3 sons divided the world into 3 dominions of sky, oceans, and the so-called cloudy house of darkness or void, where the shades or souls of the dead reside. The brother who ruled over this land of mists and darkness was originally called Hades, but his name was changed to Pluton or wealth when it was recognised that his domain contained potential riches. In recent times, quantum physics have discovered that such an invisible dimension of dark material does exist, and it underpins the fundamental laws of nature which rule our world. The invisible forces contained in this mysterious realm are now working at the root level of your life, and you can co-create your future or contribute to a transformation of your infrastructure, and potential if you so choose. Unseen power capable of epigenetic, sorry, my screen's gone dark. Epigenetic change is available for your use, and Pluton's wealth and riches may be yours in time. Okay, so we're talking about the dark, the riches that are within the darkness, isn't it? What do I want to say? Well, it had kind of like your aha moments. So it's where you discover the truths. It's where you have to deal with the truth and have a look at our shady sides. So now we seem to be getting on to the relationship. So we've got sensitivity here. You're extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honour yourself and your feelings. Synchronizations are here. Your prayers and questions are being answered in synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. You've got to finish what you started. We need to read this one. The unicorns. Straight away. So it's time. Got to finish what you started. Excuse me. You started something important and now it's time to complete it. At the beginning of a project, you feel excited because it's something new and different. This excitement gives you lots of energy. It also makes you want to spend a lot of time working on the task. But the excitement may fade away, causing you to lose interest. At that point, you may walk away from it. When you have lots of unfinished projects, your mind feels scattered. The unfinished jobs nag at you, which isn't fun. This card asks you to go back to an important project. You already know which one it is and complete it. The act of finishing something helps you become a more organised person and makes you feel better about yourself. This specific task will also help with your larger goals, and that's why it's important to finish. Okay, so let's get on to this soulmate relationship here. We've got gifts from God. We'll read that one after. So I'm going to start with the Destiny card, and then we'll do Love is Strange. The chakra. So it's black and white, yin yang. Okay, we're talking about the divine feminine energy. Okay, so of the moon. And the divine masculine's energy of the sun. Right, so these are the neutral cards. Destiny. Black and white. Together we are stronger than alone. The legend. Black and white are in heaven waiting to go back to earth yet again to complete their work. When they meet and fall in love, they learn that they will not be together on earth. In previous lives, their love was ill-fated. They appeal to the council of great spirits, who turn down their request to be together. But the great servant appears and grants their wish. Together they could accomplish greater things than they could have done alone. So, inspiration. Take a risk. Dare to have your life the way you decide. Are you willing to make sacrifices to have what you desire? Personal inquiry. What tools do I need to form my own destiny? Am I ready for my destiny? Key ideas. True love. We had that card come out. Taking a stand. A positive omen. There's your synchronicities. Radical thinking. The aha moment. Deep satisfaction. And the ability to change. The key words: love, pathway, faith. Right then, meditation. Recall a time when you fought for something you believed in and won. Allow a feeling of triumph to filter through your body. See yourself before the council of great spirits. Make a request. They will grant it if it's for the highest good of all. They tell you their decision. Thank the spirits for their wise counsel relaxing knowing that the council will confer with great servant for you. You are welcome to go before the council any time. Okay, so let's read Strange Valentine. Love is Strange. Oh, we've already had this book out. This board needs to clear of this story. Okay, so love is strange. Love doesn't always look like we thought it would, thank goodness. It's in the strange and the surprising that the sweetest loves can be found, as this odd little pair have found, much to each one's joy, comfort and delight. When this lovely pair, Strange Valentine, comes to visit, you're about to be gifted with love, romance and friendship from an unexpected, even unusual place. Don't let differences keep you apart, because they are what is drawing you together. The yin yang. And when you are as delicate and fragile as you can be, someone as strong and protective as this gorgeous friendly Yeti can be just what you need. So they speak. You have an enormous amount of cosmic help at the moment. And it's all focusing on the area of your love life. Isn't it just? Okay. So you will soon receive very good news regarding a relationship. You will also do a lot of work on healing old wounds from past relationships, especially past long-term serious relationships. Now, some of this news may not seem so great at the time, but please give yourself a chance to absorb the lessons, because you are moving into a beautiful new phase of your romantic life where you will be free to create a wonderful new life for yourself, coming very soon. And that's how it says it. Sorry, you can't really see. It's up here. Coming very soon. Divination message. You may experience a massive surge in emotional energy and new romantic feelings. So it's very likely you'll attract, encounter or simply bump into someone who reawakens long lost feelings inside you and who may not be your type. Hooray! You'll wake up feeling bright, aware, dynamic and sometimes feeling giddy with delight. This is very good news. Love is indeed strange and wonderful. Okay. Giddy. So I feel now it's like, okay, just a wave of love come over me. Strange love. So let's start. It said about there's going to be a need for being able to heal. What is this? You'll soon receive very good news regarding a relationship. You'll also do a lot of work on healing old wounds from past relationships, especially past long-term serious relationships. Okay, so let's start with forgiving and learning, romance angels. How long have we been on for? Oh, actually not that long. Okay. I'm going to order, I believe, the Sexual Magic tarot cards. Let's just move this on a bit. I've been wanting to order them. It's like we need to spice up things on the table. Right, so forgiving and learning. I'm going to get that done later. I'll get them ordered. You need some fresh energy. So, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. The romance angels have heard your desire for great love, and they bring you this card as guidance. They see that your heart can give and receive the bliss of romance by clearing away the cobwebs of the past. The angels know that you've been hurt before, and that you're wary of being hurt again, yet your defences are creating barriers to allowing love into your life. As you heal your past, you won't keep recreating it. After all, you attract into your life the situations and relationships that remind you of what you've already experienced, because that is a primary tool of healing. To change to a healthier relationship pattern, it's necessary to detoxify any old anger, blame, or unforgiveness you may be holding, and this includes forgiving yourself. If you call upon the angels and ask them to help you release and heal your past, they'll clear away the heaviness so that your heart can soar with happiness. Soaring. Oh, that's not what we're obviously going on to this one, so I was holding up the forgiving and learning. Okay, let's go to the past life relationship. Is that the next one? Yes. And then flirt. Yes, you have known each other before. The romance, no, okay, so let's go back to Destiny. It said that they've come here on Earth many times, but this time they've actually, it was ill-fated all the times that they were here, okay, in past lives. And this time they actually want to be together, but it was rejected, but then overruled by the Great Servant, I believe it was. So let's have a look at why, because this will explain the relationship. The romance angel sent you this card to explain the relationship you've inquired about. You have some unfinished business in conjunction with a soulmate from a past lifetime. This may involve forgiving someone, a joint project, or learning personal lessons such as patience. Soulmates recognise each other instantly, and this feeling is often registered as a sense of romantic or sexual chemistry. The magnetism that draws two people together can surpass logic because the purpose of the relationship is healing and learning. Whether or not your soulmate becomes your life partner, you'll experience personal and spiritual lessons. When everyone's finished, okay, cool. Whether or not your soulmate becomes your life partner, you'll experience personal and spiritual lessons and growth as a result. Past life regressions can also help you uncover the answers that you seek. So it's really important to understand that this is a journey of wholeness. It's about becoming one, not about being dependent on another to make you happy. So it isn't about actually being with your soulmate. It's about the evolution that comes through meeting your soulmate. Okay. So let's go to flirt. I started to pick up when he's, what I'm saying, and when he's trying to distract me. He thinks I'm silly. He could quite easily go into any of the other rooms, you know. Okay, it's his choice. So, flirt. Jasper. The romance angels guide you to initiate romance with flirtatiousness, which entails smiling with your eyes as you connect with others. It doesn't necessarily involve sexuality, although it can. Flirting is playful in nature, and playfulness is the heart of romance. If you're in a relationship, flirting with your partner can revive passion. If you're single, this activity can attract new friendships as well as a love relationship. Drawing this card can simply mean that making more eye contact with others will help you connect with people. This is especially true if you smile and say hello more often. Everyone you meet is a potential friend, and studies show that most people are introduced to their mates through mutual acquaintances. Therefore, form new friendships both as a way of meeting a new partner and to increase your enjoyment of life. And then we have true love. So, this is the romance of a lifetime. You pulled this card because true and lasting love is here for you. If your question was about a specific person, then this card serves as validation of the relationship's divine nature. This individual has genuine love for you, and you both can overcome the issues that arise. This is especially the case if you can express your feelings through attributes such as kindness, compassion, and courtesy toward each other. For instance, having honest conversations would be an expression of your true love, even if it involves discussing uncomfortable topics. Okay, if you're currently seeking a relationship, this card offers you reassurance that true love is on its way. Keep the faith that is wonderful. Keep the faith that a wonderful relationship is destined to come to you, and don't compromise with an unsuitable partner. I want to reread that part again. Okay, because I'm not sure where my mind was going off to. It was like I was just reading words, but I wasn't digesting them myself. So, if you're currently seeking a relationship, this card offers you reassurance that true love is on its way. Keep the faith that a wonderful relationship is destined to come to you, and don't compromise with an unsuitable partner. It's essential that you treat yourself well by taking excellent care of yourself, for the foundation of a true love relationship is two people who cherish who they are. Okay, so it really is touching on the right thing, isn't it? About you need to really love yourself. If you don't love yourself, how on earth do you expect another to be able to love you? So it's attractive. Okay, the confidence, just being happy, within who you are. Okay, am I leaving it now? No, let's get a Rumi message. I think, yeah, no oracles today. Want a Rumi? Now. From nothing to everything. That's the bottom now. Okay. Let's it's got a bit chilly. I did shuffle them, didn't I? Okay. From nothing to everything. Oh, so it brings us to a 7. What's going on with the 7s? 7 cards on the floor. 7 times maybe. These guys. It's been, maybe this is the 7th time. It's been ill-fated every time that they've come to try and onto Earth to make their love, or to be together, you want to say, to make it work. Okay. Let's read it. Of course we're going to read it. I didn't really need to shuffle, did I? It says, oh my friend, if you are longing to be written on, become a blank page. Rumi. Have you been shedding your skins, your layers, your certainties? Gone are fixed identities and definite opinions. Keep casting those shackles aside, even if you fear you are releasing too much, and then, perhaps, you shall cease to exist. You shall only cease to exist as you have known yourself to be this far. Another emanation of you awaits, blazing angel. Something more beautiful and true. Yet here you are at the pruning stage, like a garden for the soul. Shall the garden spring back to life, or will the enthusiastic, denuding process be rather too much and unintentionally kill off the garden altogether? Fear not, your soul is made of hardy stuff. It can handle a lot of culling and will shine even brighter for it. There is a greater story to be impressed upon your essence. than the one you are currently dreaming up. Though you are brilliant, no doubt about it, my angel of love, there is one who is even more so. The imagination of the great writer is beyond our comprehension. The stories that pour forth from that cosmic poet in every moment are so rich, they inspire the creation of art and music. One such story is especially created for you, yes, you, with a starring role and all the best supporting casts. It's just brought back something that, again, I was thinking about. It's all why I'm falling asleep. Okay, so supporting cast. It was about extras, and it was about Ricky Gervais, and then it was about don't be an extra in your life. It's like be one of the main characters, because we are just all playing different roles. And he has an awesome like extra position. I mean, he travels around, but he's so inquisitive. He wants to know more, and he gets really into it. So be an extra if you want, but kind of be at the forefront of it. Don't be in the shadows. Right, let's get back to the message. One such story is especially created for you, yes, you, with a starring role and all the best supporting cast. You shall gasp in wonder, awe, glee, and delight when you hear it. It is a great romance, a great adventure, with an ending truly spectacular and divine. Would you wish to hear it? Become attentive now. Put your own tales aside, as dramatic as they may seem right now, and prepare to be entranced by the greater storyteller, the living poet of love, as you are entranced in a tale of your unfolding divine destiny. And it's 11:11. Okay. There are moments on the path of love that seem to focus on letting go of identities, of knowledge and certainty, of opinion, and even attempts at control. We may feel as though we are being stripped back to our core, and even then perhaps further still. We may wonder if we can bear it. What shall, if at all, remain intact through these rigours? We may feel challenged every time we attempt to become something great, as though we are blocked by circumstances beyond our control. Again and again, it is as though a greater hand smacks our wrist the moment we try to take hold of something firmly, someone, anything that brings us certainty or inner stability. Such are the rigours at an advanced stage on the path. We meet this challenge when our soul is ready for it. Why must this be this? This is a sage question indeed. When we are asked to dispense with our story, the interpretations we have given to our life experiences over the years, we may not hear the request at first. We may vaguely note it, but not recognise the great divine source asking this of us, so we do not give such an inclination due accord. We may persist the spinning of our own tales instead. Oh, our mind may fancy itself to be a great wrangler of the word, impressed with its own judgments and declarations, yet, in the light of comparison with the divine tale for our soul, all our fancy shall pass away, revealed as so very frail, like clouds dissipating in the sky. Perhaps we are graced with the realisation there is so much more. Or perhaps we still don't get the hint and move into struggle as we try to enact what we think our story should be. We may hit obstacle after obstacle and create even more terror in our storytelling that life is such pain, a struggle, that success may not be for us, that we are forgotten and unheard. Yet we could equally choose to wonder if obstacle after obstacle, closed door after closed door, is just a prompt to look for the open window to climb through. And if so, instead of seeking to impose our small story upon the great truth, we can live the truth of our divine destiny. Then something magical happens. We participate through presence, along with the unfolding story of our soul journey. We open up to whatever is asked of us, presented to us, happening through us, as we choose each day to come alive as much as we can. Then, as if by magic, there is something else that occurs. That would be grace. Real, rich, dripping with goodness and substance. Grace. This is a sacred blessing that enables us to pay attention to opening doors rather than closing ones. The divine assistance that lets us know our life is proceeding according to a greater intelligence and plan, Once we stop thinking quite so much and live day to day, we will be blessed with the realization that our individual life story is so much more extraordinary and perfect than anything we could have summoned, even with our wildest imaginations. So this oracle comes with guidance for you. You're being asked to let go to receive, to become empty to be filled. This may mean letting go of attachment to a lover so you can receive genuine love. It may be of no longer holding on to a fantasy of your dream job, but of being guided into your most soulful and successful vocation. It may mean letting go of the wishes for your body or health to be other than it is, so you can simply get on with living each day, taking steps into wellness without thinking beyond one day at a time. It is a divine paradox that when we are asked to surrender a story or fantasy, it is because reality is knocking at our door, more often than not, with the delivery of what we have been fantasizing about, but in the best way for us. The human experience of this paradox is that you may feel you are giving up hope, that your fantasy is dying. It may be very painful and bring you much grief. But all that is dying is your attachment and opinion about how it must be. This needs to happen so you can stop dreaming and start living it. This is what is happening for you now. Do not fear any part of your process. Embrace it without expectation, with trust in your heart that the divine is simply guiding you from fantasy into fulfillment. Okay, here's a sacred honouring ritual. Place your hands in prayer and bow your head. Say aloud, I choose to trust in the great genius unfolding in my life. I give thanks for the blessings of grace now flowing into my heart. I have no need to know. I trust in the perfection of my being unfolding with innate intelligence and wisdom. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, holds me in his protection, and I accept my destiny with a peaceful and trusting heart. Please help me to surrender the stories, attachments, fantasies, and fears that have held me back from living my heart's desires fully. I now choose unconditional trust in the loving genius of life to lead me into my fulfilled destiny now. So be it. You have completed your sacred honouring ritual. So that's fantastic. It really is just handing your destiny over. Wow. And just know that whatever transpires, it says is for the greater good. So even if it's something that was maybe refused or wasn't an option, the great servant, I believe it was, they will overrule it if it's for the greater good. So you can just surrender and just allow each day to unfold, just to live in the now. So, yeah, this is like your story, your story. No one else's, just yours. Okay, so I'm going to end it there. It's just allow destiny to unfold. Okay, have a fantastic weekend. Work on you, self-love, and don't just allow what to be to be. Okay, guys, I'll catch up with you soon. Bye for now.